My fellow players, today I will be announcing my resignation as the president of this great nation. I have made many egregious mistakes, and frankly, I should never have run for office in the first place. Then again, no one else was running, and I set up the election. Politics. The world has many countries that all have political parties, and each of those political parties have their own agendas and beliefs. And today I'm asking the question, what if this was also in Minecraft? Or, what if Minecraft had political parties? Please subscribe, this took way longer to make than most of my other videos, thank you. Also, if there's any information that's accurate, I'm sorry, but I used resources that I thought were reputable, so let me know in the comments if you have experience with this, and that'll be great. So enjoy the video. Before anything, we must discuss the political spectrum. As an example, I'll use this color gradient. The farther to one side of the political spectrum a party is, the more extreme values it has. The farther to the left a party is, the more liberal values it has, and the farther to the right a party has, the more conservative values it has. After doing some research on some political parties in the world, I found that there are 5 parts of the political spectrum a party can fall in. A far-left party, a center-left party, a centrist party, a center-right party, and a far-right party. Starting off with a blanket statement for all of these, in any new country, provided it's using a real-life political system, it would have a leader with varying levels of power depending on what side of the political spectrum it would be on, going from a president with checks and balances to a full-on dictator, as well as a way to enforce laws, defend the country, a way to help those citizens get off their feet, and a few other general things. Now on to changes specifically made by political parties. Starting with the far-left party, some real-life parties on this side of the spectrum's policies include, but are not limited to, everyone gets as much as they need, better wages, redistribution, and trying to overcome capitalism. In Minecraft, this would mean every player gets what they need, every player getting all the resources they need to build, live, and do whatever they want. People actually getting paid for the jobs they do, along with the government actually enforcing their payment. Redistributing unused land for people who don't need it to people who do. Ending private property, and maybe a bit of communism. And overall trying to make the society more equal, but also trying to increase power of the government at the same time. Moving on to the center-left, they have ideals that go along the lines of social democracy, equal rights, better wages, higher taxes for more funding, and a government that's more involved in increasing the average person's quality of life. In Minecraft, this would mean equal rights for all players no matter what, establishing a taxation system so there's more money for projects that benefit everyone, some examples including healthcare, which in Minecraft would just be free health potions and food, building blocks so people can get started on housing, and public services like mines, farms, and recreation areas, as well as paying people fairly, so the harder they work, the more you get paid, whether it be for the government or employed by another player. Moving across the political spectrum to the far right, parties on the far right believe in making sure everything is alright in their country before aiding others, making sure they get a fair deal in any alliance, whether it be military or economic based, largely against illegal immigration, and generally tend to be isolationist in nature. This would translate to Minecraft, with the country mainly keeping to itself and staying out of most international business, except for alliances which they consider to be advantageous. Attempting to become more self-sufficient, meaning that they don't rely on anyone else to get resources, and most likely whoever leads the country must approve everyone who wishes to join, which they can probably do because most Minecraft servers are small enough where this is possible. In some cases, the country may be expansionist, trying to conquer land around them to either make sure the borders are more secure around natural boundaries like rivers or mountains, or claiming land that they previously spent time on developing but have not yet incorporated into their country. Second to lastly is the center-right party. Center-right parties generally believe in low taxes, potentially being religious, traditional values, big business, strong military, and people should be free to make their own decisions without government interference. In Minecraft, this would mean no taxes, potentially introducing religion to the country, having a strong defense force against griefers, mobs, or anything else that would attack the country, traditional values, which means that they would have values that are taught in a family, including high moral standards and discipline. This is the only thing I really had no idea what it really meant, so I had to Google it. And finally, having a government that doesn't interfere a lot with the player's life, leaving them to make their own decisions on how to live without a lot of regulations. Lastly is the centrist party, which I intentionally left for last because it is the part of the political spectrum I know least about. But anyways, centrist parties believe that neither the left wing or the right wing should have more power than the other, that there should be a balance. there should be bipartisan ruling so that there can be more compromises, making a larger percentage of voters happy. They also tend to have some of the same beliefs as the center-right and center-left parties. I would say centrist parties vary the most from place to place, because depending on where the political climate is at the time, centrist can mean different things in different places. In the description, there will be a straw poll link where you can vote for which party you would vote for in Minecraft. It'll have their names and some policies they would have, and if it does good enough, then there will be a part 2. And yeah, thanks for watching.